Clicks Group is a Cape Town-based health and beauty-focused retail and supply group which has been listed on the JSE since 1996. It has over 590 stores that's across Southern Africa and has experienced a major revival under the leadership of CEO David Kneale. It has a market cap of 13 billion rand and a price-to-earnings ratio of 18. Clicks. You've got to follow David Kneale and this story. It's been a fantastic performer ever since he took over.
Because it was basically a very tired-looking group when he took over about 5 years ago. So they revolutionized and redesigned and extended the Clicks concept. They brought the pharmacies back inside. They redid and unpicked a whole lot of mistakes before. They got shot of the Discom brand. They've still got Musica in there and they've got Body Shop. So they've done well. They've kind of now reached the point where they're starting to run into a little bit more competition, though, from their competitors, which include the grocers, as well as the likes of Dis-Chem.
And Musica is the one element in that stable that potentially can't actually get rid of it. Who would buy it?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, the way it is, no one would buy it. So I think that they're trying to change that. Music buying in terms of CDs is very quickly on its way out. You know, you've got things like iTunes,
This is a dying industry.
Music in terms of CDs they do have gaming, which is actually very profitable because you cannot pirate those games. And in the most recent results, they had a very pleasing performance from the electronic side, you know, selling things like headphones, etc. So if they can somehow gear that away from music and DVDs to gaming, electronics, they could make it a saleable asset.
Round about just under 600 stores. Do you think they can ramp up that number? Is that their strategy?
Well, look, you know, the store strategy changed quite significantly. So the concept they're heading for now is the larger kind of mega store type thing, similar to the drugstores in the US. So you want to have all of the shampoos and all the rest of it at the front and the hair care and all that, and then at the back the dispensary. So that model works quite well.
You know Clicks very well. Is this where you spend a lot of your time?
Everybody goes in there. There's one right underneath our office and you can get everything there. So the problem, of course, is that Musica stores very large, too big really, and needed to be squashed. They tried to do a deal to get MTN into some of those things. That didn't work because the mall owners weren't so happy with them. But I think that's got some potential. Body Shop is obviously a niche brand. But I mean, if you look at the price here, you can see that very strong success story. But since then, it's been a little bit more ropey. And right about here, it had a fall where there was some slightly disappointing results. But it seems now to have kind of rediscovered its mojo.
But you say increased competition in the sector, so margins are going to get squeezed.
Dis-Chem is a very interesting player. For a while, it's been rumored that ShopRite was going to do something to buy Dis-Chem, which is privately held. But there's talk that, I don't know, Dis-Chem could be coming back to the market. And if
Have you heard anything along those lines?
There's always rumors like that. How true they are is...
The bottom line is that there is a lot of competition in this space right now.
And the competition is increasing.
Look, there's one other thing to put on the table, and they own a business called UPD, which is a distributor of chronic medicine. So that's if you've got like some kind of permanent health problem. And
like asthma, and you need chronic medication for that. And then the stuff
gets delivered to you in the mail, or it gets delivered by courier, or however, I'm not quite sure. And they're the guys that actually contract with the medical aides to do the delivery. So that kind of business seems to do okay. So I think that's another niche sort of application that's worth noting. I like this guy.
You like this guy, hot or not, on Clicks for you, Daniel?
As a business, I think it's a great business. They're increasing their RAEs all the time. They're buying back stock. I'm just not so sure about the price. I think it's somewhat frothy. So the business is hot. The price, I would wait for a better entry point.
Not hot. Give me a consolidated view.
So in terms of running out and buying it tomorrow, I'd say wait a bit.
All right, I'll give it to you, Paul. Hot or not on Clicks?
Yeah, it's tricky because I think they've done most of the heavy lifting to get it to here. But I think it's well positioned and it's not that big a deal if somebody wanted to bolt them onto a larger retail group. So I'll go with hot.